Hey guys, what is up? It is Spooky Noodles, aka Nick Dennis, and um, little guy is chilling in the cage. He's getting ready for another review soon. I can't tell you what the review is gonna be about, but or what the book is that we're reviewing, but well, I guess I can. We are 40% done with Jacked by Shane McKenzie, which means we're 40 pages in, since it's like a 94-page book. Good book so far. I'm enjoying it, even though it has some gross spots. Like I like the gross snuff. Gross snuff. What am I saying? I like the gross stuff. It's not like too gross. Like it doesn't go into detail about what cover the vomit is. It just says they vomited, so that's your mind like imagine it. But if he went into detail about the vomit, then I probably would puke myself, which probably was his goal, but it hasn't worked on me yet. But today we have a book haul, or a book mail. I keep messing that up because I'm no longer calling these book hauls. I'm calling these book mails because if I was to do a book haul each month, you'd see like 30 books. So, and I got a lot of books coming this month. So, yeah. But today we got a few books. We got a total of 5. One I've been waiting since April 2nd to get because that's when the delivery date said it was going to be here. And then a few days passed, and then finally it got here today. So I'm very excited. I was about to message the people, and my sister told me, "Don't worry, it will come. It's just this whole pandemic thing is slowing everything down." So I was like, "Okay, I'll wait." Even though I didn't want to wait, I wanted to message them right away and be like, "Where's my book?" But regardless, I got the book today, and that book is The Devils of D-Day by Graham Masterton, and it's seen better days. I'm not gonna lie, but I did get it for like $1, so what can I expect, right? So let's read the back for you guys, if I can read the back. At the bridge of Le Vay in July 1944, 13 black tanks smashed through German lines in an unstoppable, all-destroying fury ride, leaving hundreds of Hitler soldiers horribly dead. 35 years later, Dan McCook visited that area of Normandy on an investigation of the battle site. There he found a rusting tank by the roadside that was perfectly sealed. Upon its turret, a protective crucifix. Skeptical, he dared open it, releasing upon himself and the innocents who had helped him in an unimaginable horror that led back to the Black Day in 1944, and reopened the ages-old physical battle between the world and evil incarnate. From today's master of the occult thriller, here is a riveting, mega-chilled novel of modern-day demonism. The Devils of D-Day is about a new satanic kind of war. And then it says the author of Charnel House, Revenge of the Manitou, Wells of Hells, the Heirloom, and the Tengu. Not the Tengu, just Tengu. But it's a short book, coming in at... Wow, this is a beaten up book. I wonder if it has any writing in it. But it clocks in at, I think, 180 pages, it looks like. Yeah, 180 pages. So probably going to be my next Masterton read when I get around to it. But I really want to read the Charnel House. I have my reading copy for the Charnel House, and I'm waiting for my other copy to get here. The other copy is going to be my review copy because it's going to be so pretty if it's the one that I think it is. The guy wouldn't give me any pictures or a tracking number, so I don't know. Well, he did give me a tracking number, but he didn't give me any pictures, so I don't know if it's indeed if it's not, then I'm going to complain because the ISBN number he displayed was the one for the cover I want. So if it's not the cover I want, then I'm going to complain and get my money back because I spent like $40 to get this cover. So I will complain if it's not the right cover. But yeah, But this one is a short book, and if Charnel, I don't know how long Charnel House is. I think it's 220 pages long, but I think I'm gonna read this one first since it's a little shorter. It sounds like an interesting book, so. And I like Graham Masterton a lot. He's not failed me yet with the Manitou and the Djinn. He hasn't failed me, so I'm looking forward to reading more Masterton. But I got a lot of ARCs right now, a lot of advanced reader copies. So it's it's gonna be a long time till I get back to Masterton. I got right now I got 6 books I have to review, and I need to do it before the release dates of each book. So I'm doing it by release date. So if the book releases sooner than later, then I'm reading it. So I'm starting off with Glenn Ralph's Until Summer Comes Around, because I really want to get into that book, and not a lot of people have reviewed it yet, so I'm trying to get my review up. So I know Are You Into Horror reviewed it, and that's why I asked the author if I could read it, because I saw his review, and it was very, very good review. And if you don't know who Are You Into Horror is, go check out his channel. If you're subscribed to me, you're probably already subscribed to him. He has more subscribers than I do, but that's besides the point. He's a great reviewer and a good guy. So go check out his channel. But yeah, where am I going with this? Okay, let's just hop into the next book. Next book is, I think it's an anthology. Yeah, it's an anthology. And it contains stories from Ramsey Campbell, Christopher Fowler, Adam Neville, Michael Marshall Smith, Pat Cardigan, and more. And that is The End of the Line. And it's edited by Jonathan Oliver. I bought it because that's a pretty cool cover, and I think it's about subterranean horror, or like train horror, I guess you can say. I'm not sure. Let me read the back for you guys. Although there is a sticker in the middle, I'm going to try to peel that off real quick, and then we will dive into this. Ooh, it's not coming off well. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to read the back for you guys. Well, maybe I can. I ripped enough of the sticker off to see what the words say. The sticker's so hard to get off, and I don't want to damage the book. But I really want to read what it's about for you guys, so. A terrifying journey deep into the heart of horror. In the night-black tunnels, something stirs, born on a warm breath of wind, reeking of diesel and blood. The spaces between stations hold secrets too terrible for the surface world to comprehend, and the steel lines sing with the songs of the dead. End of the Line collects some of the very best in new horror writing in a themed anthology of stories set on and around the underground the metro, the subway, and other places deep below. The collection of 19 new stories includes thoughtful, disturbing, and terrifying tales by Ramsey Campbell, Christopher Fowler, Mark Morris, Pat Cardigan, Adam Neville, and Michael Marshall Smith, amongst many others. And it says stuff like cover art by blah blah blah. This is a really good copy of this book. Does have that library sticker, so I don't know all the authors that contributed. But Mark Morris is in here, and that's an author I've been meaning to check out. Let's see if it has any other authors I know of. That damn sticker. No, nothing I really know of other than a few, like Adam Neville, obviously I know who he is. But yeah, this should be a fun book. I never read introductions, so I'll probably just go right to the first story, even though the introduction is only like 2 pages long. But I thought that would be a fun anthology to get to, around to eventually. It has some really good authors in it, and I love the theme of the book, so I thought I'd probably give it a shot. It was like only $1, so, you know, decided to get it. Alright, next is a book I saw on Cameron Chaney's channel. If you don't know who Cameron Chaney is, then what are you doing? You must not be a fan of horror. Cameron Chaney runs a horror book channel where he talks about horror, writing, and all things spooky. Go check him out. He's really awesome dude, and he does a lot for horror books. And I saw this book on his channel, and he gave it a resounding rating. I'm not sure. It looks like each yeah, it looks ooh, mine is broken. My cover is ripped. Alright, I better be careful with that. But it is Darkest Hours. Mike Thorne. By Mike Thorne. And this is what is it? 16 Tales of Horror for unflinching audiences only. Wish mine wasn't ripped down the center of the book cover, but it is. Looks like someone really didn't take care of this book. But yeah, this is gonna be hard to read. Praise for Darkest Hours. Then originally all the stories were originally published in certain stories. Or man, this dude had a lot of almost all of his. Yeah, all of the stories in here have been published in other pieces of work, like other collections. So that's really awesome. Or maybe it's not. Hare mired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 stories were previously in anthologies or collections. So you got Hare, Mystian Diablos. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Mystian Diabolus. A new kind of drug. Party time. Mired. The auteur. Choo Choo. Fear and Grace. Long Man. Economy these days. Sabbatical. I cannot talk or read today, guys. Satanic Panic, Speaking of Ghosts, Lucio, Shelter, Fusion, and Remembering Absence. So, I'm sorry for jacking up so many things in that, but yeah, like I said, I heard this on Cameron Chaney's channel, and I wanted to check it out myself. It sounded like something up my alley, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Wish my book wasn't in... It's like in good condition, except for the rip. It's bent. So, that's disappointing. Okay, now we got a book that I'm very excited about. And of course it has a library sticker on it, which I think can come off very easily. It's very tough, but... Nope. Didn't come off very easily. Surprise, surprise. Well, whatever. Stickers are stickers, you know. You gotta live with them sometimes. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm trying to get this pesky sticker off. 'Cause I hate stickers. I know someone said to put your books in the microwave and like run it for like 20 seconds and then the sticker will come off. But I don't trust putting my book in a microwave, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. I haven't come to that stage yet, but I've destroyed so many books trying to take the stickers off. And this one looks like it's not going to be one that gets ruined because it has a pretty tough, sturdy cover. So if I can just get my thumb under the sticker. There we go. Alright. Finally got the sticker off, guys. Not sure if I'm going to edit that out or if you're just going to have to bear through it, but probably gonna have to bear through it, to be honest. I'm kind of lazy today. I don't feel like editing videos. But this was obviously a library pull. But on the Paperback Maniacs channel, Leon, I think his name's Leon, he said great things about this author. He said to go check him out on his little Kindle review thing. He said he got some ebooks, and Tim Curran was one of the authors that he was talking about that was really good. Of course, he wasn't talking about this book, but this book sounds right up my alley. And I'll tell you why in a second here. But originally I got this on audiobook, but the narrator, I just could not stand the narrator. My friend recommended me the narration, and I was like, okay. And I spent a credit on it, and I can't return the credit because I ran out of returns. Because apparently you can only return a certain amount of credits. So I got it. I suffered through it for like 30 minutes, and then I put it down. I was like, I can't. I'm falling asleep every time I put this on. I can't even walk with this on. So, yeah. But the book is Symbiosis, or Symbiosis. I call it Symbiosis, I guess. Tim Curran, by Tim Curran. And it says down here, The Underwelling and Fear Me, author of those books. So, yeah, so this one's a coming of age story mixed with love, or cosmic horror. So, two things I love, cosmic horror and coming of age, so I have to read this book. Let me read the back for you guys real quick. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it, I guess. When Flynn was 16, he was a new kid in a new school. At first, he was ignored. Then he was bullied, tormented, and beaten. Chad Reese offered him a way out. He introduced him to Toady. Toddy? Toady. No, it's Toddy. Toddy and Bones. They made Flynn's enemies their own. Before long, he was the most popular kid at school, but there was a price. When he wouldn't pay it, they took something he loved. Now, 30 years later, Flynn is rich and successful. Everything he touches seems to turn into gold, until he comes back home to discover that the payment for living the good life has been long overdue. So that is Symbiosis by Tim Curran. Supposedly it's a coming of age story, kind of reminiscent to It, I guess. It or The October Boys by Adam Millard, where it takes a big chunk of it during the kids' lives, and then it goes back and forth between the kids and the adults. So it's a lot like that. So I can't wait to give it a read. I knew the audiobook wasn't doing it justice, so I had to go get the book because I knew it was right up my alley. I mean, cosmic horror mixed with coming of age, I have to give it a read. Excuse me. So this is considered the second chance of me getting the book, because the audiobook didn't work out for me. So I'm hoping it was just the narrator who was boring, and not. I'm 100% sure that it was the narrator that bored me, and not the story, because the guy talked like his voice was all gravelly and old, and he's like, this and this, and when I was a kid, I didn't know that. Maybe he didn't say that exactly, but I just couldn't take it. It was just so boring, and I was falling asleep, and I just knew that the story I needed to read this story, not listen to it. So I went ahead and got the book. And now we're down to the 5th book and the final book. And I actually own this book on, I think, ebook, but I don't know. I just wanted to give it a shot on paperback. And that is The Specimen by Pete Kale. Now, if you don't know who Pete Kale is, he runs a publishing company called Bloodshot Books. It has their logo or signia or whatever, not signia, logo is like an eyeball, and there's like a thorn stuck through it, and it has all these like tentacles coming out of it. Anyways, very, very cool dude. And yeah, I wanted to read his book for a while now, and I kept telling myself I don't want to read this. I kept using the ebook as a out, saying, oh, I'm not gonna read it because it's an ebook. And I don't read ebooks that often. I'm trying to get myself to read more ebooks. I seem to do fine when reading ebooks on my laptop when I'm at home, but when I'm out of the house, I can't read, ebooks on my phone that easily. Maybe it's because it hurts my eyes. I was thinking about getting a Kindle Amazon Fire or whatever, or a tablet. I don't know yet. But, yeah, I just kept using that excuse for not reading this book. And now I have no excuse because I got it in paperback. And man, I did not know it was a chunker. This thing is huge. Like, let's see here. This thing is huge. I already said that. I think this goes up to this certain... Yeah, there's the epilogue. So, epilogue is a few pages long. Let's... Okay, I flipped it too much because I have dry fingers. Oh, and it even says to be continued. I guess that was supposed to be a surprise. And of course, the pages aren't numbered. That's a bummer. Well, just take it from me, it's a chunker. Maybe there's a table of contents so we can get a little bit of a taste of how long it is. Oh, it even has a cast of characters. This is an interesting book. Well, anyways, I'm interested in reading it. It sounds like a cool book. Let me read the back for you guys. I didn't even do that. Sorry. From a crater lake on an island of the coast of Bronze Age Estonia, to a deformed Viking warrior's conquest to England, to the blood-soaked temple of Aztec god of death, disease, and destruction, the presence has shaped our world. They are riders. 1 month ago, an urban explorer was drawn to the abandoned asylum in the mountains of northern Massachusetts. There he discovered a large specimen jar, containing something organic, unnatural, and possibly alive. Now he and a group of unsuspecting individuals have discovered one of history's most horrific secrets. Whether they want to or not, they are caught in the middle of a millennia old war and the latest battle is about to begin. That is this specimen. I thought this was going to be more of a about a killer who collects organs or something. So I'm actually kind of surprised by that little snippet, if you will. But here are the books that I got. Pretty good books. The Symbiosis by Tim Curran and Graham Masterton's book Devils of D-Day are definitely two books that I really want to read very soon. But I just got a lot on my plate at the moment. I got a lot of the ARCs to read, like just to give you a taste of the books that I have to read soon. Let me open up my NetGalley, because I just found out about NetGalley, which is a website where reviewers go and they get books for free. They contact the publishers and get books for free, and then they give feedback to those authors. But these are the 6 books I have to review, or well, 5 books. I already got one for review from Silver Shamrock Publishing. So, Until Summer Comes Around by Glenn Rolfe, which I'm reading right now. I'm 8% through the book. It's pretty good so far. I think it's a vampire story. I'm not sure though. Boy in the Box by Mark E. Fitch, which I think is a coming-of-age story, but I could be wrong. Misfits by Hunter Shea, which is supposedly a creature feature. The Watcher by Ralph Tedesco and Victoria Rao. And then The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. Now, that last one, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it. I only sent a request for it because I really want to give Stephen Graham Jones a second shot after Mongrels. I just didn't enjoy Mongrels that much, but I did like his writing, so I thought maybe giving something else a chance will inspire me to read more books by him. He also has one about mannequins coming out soon. I think it's like Nightmare of the Mannequins or something like that. I can't remember what the title of the name is. But, yeah, he has a few books coming out. This one comes out July 14th. And like I said, I'm probably going to do these in the publishing date. So, in May, Until Summer Comes Around. I promised I'd read that next, and I'm reading it now. The Boy in the Box comes out April 23rd. So it comes out fairly shortly. So I should finish Until Summer Comes Around, and then I'm going to try to hop into Boy in the Box by Mark E. Fitch. And then after that, I get a little bit of leeway. And by leeway, I mean I have a little bit of time till the next book. The next book that it needs to be reviewed before publishing date is in June. So, which is The Watch. You know what? The Watcher, it actually, I think, is a comic book. So maybe not that one. I don't really review comic books, and when I got it, I didn't know it was a comic book. So maybe I won't review that one. I don't know. I'm not a comic book channel, but maybe I will do it. I don't know. But like, The Only Good Indians comes out till July, and Misfits comes out in September. So after I read Until Summer Comes Around and Boy in the Box, I have a little bit of time in between to either read what I want to read or whatever. I also have one book sent to me a long time ago that I promised I'd read. I don't know where I put it, but I will find it, and it's another book I need to review. It's by my friend, and I can't remember his name at the moment, so I am a really crappy friend for that. But yeah, it's I think his name is Santana. Almost sure it's Santana, but his last name is not coming to me. He's from, I think, don't want to mess this up, but I'm going to. I think he's from Ireland. And I'm looking forward to reading his book. I promised I would read it, and I've taken so long to read it. I didn't expect so many ARCs, but I might give that one a shot. I'm not sure. It depends on my mood, because his is a certain type of, like, I guess it's kind of like noir. I'm not sure. I didn't read the book. Like, I read a few pages and then set it down, and then went back to something else because I wanted to get my review out for something. And then I kind of forgot about it and lost it. So I gotta find it. And yeah, it was very nice to give me this book, and it took a lot of courage to do it. So, and at the time I wasn't a big reviewer, and I still am not really considered a big reviewer, but I like to think I've grown as a YouTube channel. I'm almost to 130 subscribers. I got like 129 subscribers at the moment. Thank you for whoever just subscribed recently. I appreciate it a lot. Me and Chester appreciate it. Little guy's asleep at the moment, so I'm not going to wake him up. But he says hi regardless. I know he would say hi if he knew I was recording this. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to read some things that come out soon, like Until Summer Comes Around by Glenn Ralph, and I think that's how you say his name. And then Marky Fitch's Boy in the Box, which comes out April 23rd, so that's actually coming up very soon. So I should probably finish Until Summer Comes Around very quickly, hopefully, and then I'll get on Boy in the Box. I'm also kind of doing my own thing at the same time. I'm reading Jacked by Shane McKenzie. That was not a review book, but it's a book that I really wanted to read. Like, it's a me book, you know? It's just one, not for review. It's one just to read for fun. And I needed a break from the coming of age horror book that I just read. So occasionally I pick it up and read a little bit of it. But now I'm thinking about just, I have 40% of it through it. I'm 40% through it, and it's only 94 pages. So I'm gonna just blow through the book, get the review done, and then I will move back onto Until Summer Comes Around. But I'm trying to finish these books so I can get them out before the review dates, or before the publication date, or publish date, or whatever. Boy in the Box seems very interesting. I don't know what it's about, but it has to do with the war and a kid during the war. Let me see if there's a 10 years ago, a mysterious and tragic hunting accident deep in the Adirondack Adirondack Mountains left a boy buried in a storied piece of land known as Combs Gulch and 4 friends with a terrible secret. Now Jonathan Hollis and brother Michael and Connor Braddock must return to the place that changed their lives forever in order to keep their secret buried. What they don't realize is that they are walking into a trap, one set decades earlier by a supernatural being who is not confined by time or place, a demon that demands a sacrifice. And this is by Flame Tree Press. So I don't know if they care if I'm late with their review or not, but I care if I'm late. So I really want to get this book reviewed before publication date, so I may have to take a break from Glenn Ralph's book. And then I also got a few ebooks recently. I don't talk about the ebooks I get, so I got a few that I can talk about. So like I got a lot of free ebooks, but I can't mention them all. I'll just mention some of the ebooks I got recently. Recently I got Gregor Zane's The Hanover Block, which is the first in a quartet, a 4-book series. And then Hanover Block is followed by Brides of Hanover Block, then The Son of Hanover Block, then Return of Hanover Block. So it's a series, and I'm not a big fan of series, but everyone keeps telling me this is a must-check-out book, so I'm gonna check it out. And it looks like a turkey breast, the cover, which is kind of funny. I'm sure not everyone thinks of a turkey breast or a turkey when they look at that, or a chicken. I just see a chicken for some reason. Now I know it's supposed to be like a sexual thing and stuff like that, but all I see is like a chicken or a turkey. So yeah, but I recently got the Hanover Block. I reviewed Those Below the Treehouse. I got Interstellar Dad by Jeff Beesler, who's a good friend of mine. You should check out his book, The Speed Demons, or just Speed Demons. My bad, no duh. Speed Demons by Jeff Beesler. Great book, like fantastic book, and it has a sick cover as well. So go check out that book. It is just fabulous, and he might have some free audio codes for you. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, he's a nice guy, and he's up to doing that kind of stuff. So go check out his stuff. Oh hey Lula. Go check out his stuff. He's a really cool dude, and he's my friend, so if you can find him on Facebook, find him on Facebook. Like I said, he's a cool dude, and yeah. Other book I got was David Sodergren's The Forgotten Island, which is I'm going to read for my Islands of Horror readathon, and that's probably what I'm going to, because I have a break between reviews. So for my break in my reviews, I'm probably gonna do my I forgot all about the Islands of Horror, to be honest. I just remembered it just now. So I'm probably gonna read The Forgotten Island by David Sodergren. It sounds very interesting, and I heard Paperback Maniac talk really good or very highly about this book, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I also got 3 CV Hunt books, Cock Block, Misery and Death and Everything Depressing, and then Halloween Fiend. Other books I got, a bunch of science fiction books. I can't name them all, but I got a lot of science fiction books. Oh, I recently got Kinfolk by Matt Kurtz. I saw Cameron Chaney review that book, and he gave it a good rating, so I got that. Then I got What We Found in the Woods by Shane McKenzie, which has like 3 or 4 novellas, and I think it has 3 or 4 novellas in it. And one of them is a short story, coming of age novella, and it's supposedly What We Found in the Woods. So I want to give that one a read. Shane McKenzie he wrote the book that I'm reading currently, Jacked, and I'm looking very forward to reading that book. Then you got All Things Lead to the End by Edward Lorne, which contains stories that I already have, such as Bay's End and The Sound of Broken Ribs, but one of the stories it has that I really want to read is called Everything is Horrible Now. And I want to give that one a read because it sounds very entertaining, and supposedly it's like Lovecraft horror, or cosmic horror, my bad. I got a lot of free things. There's one that I really want to read now, since I just read a Matt Hayward book called Those Below the Treehouse. He has a book by that he made or writ. Wow, I can't talk today. He wrote with Robert Ford, which is called A Penny for Your Thoughts. I believe it's a really short story, so not a short story per se, like a novella, but it's a short novella. Let me check it out. Yeah, oh no, it's not short at all. Wait, is it short? It doesn't look short. Maybe it's not as short as I thought it was, but anyways, that's besides the point. I also got a lot of Tim Lebbon books. I got like Pay the Ghost, Bale of Blood Roses, The Valley Where Belladonna Grows, The Reach of Children, The Perpetuity, The Nature of Balance, which I think I'm getting a paperback version of that. I'm also getting a paperback version of Berserk by Tim Lebbon. But I have that on ebook. Then Dusk by Tim Lebbon, White by Tim Lebbon. So I got a couple of them. Then I got a few Edward Lorne books that I shouldn't have gotten because I didn't know they all were in one ebook, but I bought them anyways, which is Cruelty by Edward Lorne and Life After Dane by Edward Lorne. Still, I got a lot of free books. And yeah, that pretty much sums up what I got. So I guess this is where I end the video. Wow, 37 minutes. I didn't expect this video to go that long, but Chester's kind of awake now, so let me get the little guy. Now that he's awake, there's your star of Chester Reviews. He is a sleepy boy, but he's a good boy. He is definitely a good boy. He's gonna get bigger soon. Like, if you can see, he's like, he can fit in the middle of my palm pretty well. Well, he's supposed to be this, like, when he gets full size, he should be just as big as my palm. So, yeah, that's Chester for you guys. Let me put you back in. Let's put you in the water so you can get something to drink. Is there enough water in there? Let me put some water in there, buddy. There you go. Yep, he immediately went to go drink a little bit, so that's good. I haven't seen him drink in a long time. Yesterday I saw him eat, so my worries were cleansed. I've had him for 2 years, so by now I should know that he's not going to disappear on me. By disappear, I mean die. He's drinking as we speak, though, so that makes me feel much, much better. He ate recently, so that was really good to see. I was worried about that. He wouldn't eat any of his favorite foods, so I was like, oh no, this is the end, you know. But he started eating recently, and he's feeling much better, so I'm happy about that. Lula's doing fantastic. She's asleep right now. But I had her in another video recently. I think it was a book mail video. I'm not sure, but yeah, things are good right now. Despite this pandemic, I'm getting a lot of reading done, and I'm trying my hardest to get writing done, but motivation to write things right now is just very low. I'd rather just read right now, so I'm just reading at the moment. But what you gonna do, alright? I have a lot of work writing wise. I got Triad, which is about a group of friends that go paranormal hunting at a local asylum. Then I got Symbiotic, which is about two friends who one of the friends, well, it's hard to explain the book without giving anything away, but it's about two boys, two bullies, and a deer with telepathic abilities. There you go. Then I got what's the book called? I have so many books that I'm forgetting the titles of some of the names. Take Me From Here. I have Take Me From Here, which is going well. I might actually write a little bit of that today. I think I have a little bit of idea where I want to go with it now. So I might write a little bit in that. Then I have Space Waste, which I'm working on. What else do I have? Symbiotic, Space Waste, Take Me From Here, Triad. That's 4 things. I know I got another one. Just give me 1 second. Let's see here. I got my novellas are done. My Gray Matter, my short story collection is done. I started trying to fix the Barlow's Horror, but I think I have a lot to delete. And same with Symbiotic. I have a lot to delete in Symbiotic. So, probably gonna do that a little bit today. Because I hate where I was going with it. So yeah. But I finally thought of an idea for my my story with Triad. And I've been thinking, how am I gonna go about this? Like, how, because there's this love triangle. Presumably, I can't think of the word I want to use, but there's this love triangle, and between 3 characters, obviously, and I don't really know how to go about it, but I finally found out an idea, and I'm taking it from another story. I don't remember what movie I saw that had this idea in it, but basically, I'm not gonna tell you guys because it's probably a twist in the book. So yeah. But yeah, it's going well. Triad and Take Me From Here have been the stories I've been focusing on lately. Symbiotic I put on the back burner. I mean, to be honest, I've written a lot in Take Me From Here, or Symbiotic. Like, I've written 159 pages worth of words, so I've done a lot of writing for that book, and it's almost done. Like, it's coming to its end, and I'm trying to figure out a way to wrap it up. That's the problem with me, is I'm a pantser, and I never had this problem before because I've only written I've only wrote short stories and novellas, so doing something longer, which is not really that long, 159 pages, but I mean, I got another 40 pages to go, you know, so this book can easily become a 200-page book, which is considered a novel. So but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it, so I'm probably going to delete a few pages and then start typing it again. Basically, I'm at a point where of the story where I need to start killing off my I wanted to say killing off my pretties, but that's not what I want to say. I think the expression is killing off my darlings. I'm not sure how the expression goes, but regardless of what the expression is, I'm basically taking a lot of things that I love in my story and I'm killing them. Like if I liked a certain idea, I'm taking it out of the story. Even if I want it to happen so badly. I'm just taking it out because the story is now running on its own. It's its own entity at this point, and yeah, it's just getting away from me, and I'm trying to backpedal a little bit and get control of it again. Because when I'm typing, I'm just typing whatever comes in my head, and sometimes it's not the best thing. So like right now, I have two friends confronting each other, and then I was gonna do something with that confrontation, but now I'm backpedaling a little bit, maybe do something different. I actually made a very good character in the bully, so I'm thinking about taking that bully role and turning it around into something else, because I recently got an idea from Those Below the Treehouse where a bully becomes a friend. And I'm not going to do exactly that, I don't think, but I'm going to do something relative to that and make it a not fecal, that's poop, a critical moment in the story. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, so I don't want to ruin the story for you at all, but yeah, like I said, it's yeah. But I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys because it's been 46 minutes, and I've only talked about what I'm reading and what I'm writing, so yeah, I guess this is more than just a book mail. This is a reading vlog and a writing vlog all wrapped up in one, so you got more than you bargained for. I'm sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a spooky day, and for me and Chester and Lula, have a good day and stay safe, guys. Peace out.
Now I am become death.